So this video is basically just me saying 100% true facts about K-pop that are not assumptions, neither are they my personal opinions. These are all the reality of things in K-pop, and what y'all need to believe. Okay, so the first thing is something that I've talked about before, and it's about how y'all say how not all idols are talented. But the truth is, some of these idols are actually talented, and that they probably have a smaller range or cannot fit the key of the songs being too high for them. Maybe if there were in a group that actually fit their vocal capabilities, then maybe they'll do better. Maybe they're probably in the wrong group, not fitting to their vocals. There are plenty of factors at play here when it comes to talent, and you cannot just automatically assume that idols are talentless, when they probably just are softer vocalists or cannot fit the song because it requires more louder vocals and it's out of their range or the key is too high. Take me for example. I'm a male key soft vocalist, and I cannot sing songs in their original key or sing high notes. I have to pitch the songs to my key or use male key karaokes. Even with slightly power vocaled songs pitched to my key, I still cannot do those slight power vocals of some songs, because of my range and maybe key, I believe so. For example, the choruses of Neon Jungle's Louder and Becky Hill's Better Off Without You have power vocals, but I cannot sing them in the same powerful way they sing it after pitching the instrumental to my key. I make it sound like the original is way better, because I'm not a power vocalist. So it's the same with idols. They just probably don't fit the song or are probably in the wrong group, because maybe that group's sound and songs don't really match the vocals of the singer who probably cannot keep up. So keep that in mind before assuming that not all idols are talented. The next thing that is 100% facts is that nothing ruins K-pop. Like for example, noise music ruins K-pop. I've already talked about this, but noise music cannot ruin K-pop. Sure, some of the quote-unquote noise K-pop songs can be objectively bad production or bad lyric-wise or something, but subjectively everyone has their own tastes, and that means that people who enjoy noise music will call noise music good in K-pop from their own personal preferences. You might find noise to be the worst thing ever, but to noise lovers it's not the worst, and they enjoy it. Noise music or any music, sound, genre whatever you say ruins K-pop or you say needs to leave, isn't actually bad because they're catered to certain people, and not everyone will agree with you calling noise music bad. Everyone has different tastes. Some hate noise, some like it, some find it annoying, some don't. Plus I've already said this before, also noise music has its good and bad parts. Some do it badly, some do it justice, and that's also another factor why noise music cannot ruin K-pop, because every sound, genre, music, concept or anything musically of any genre and language or any music has its good and bad sides. Not everything about the thing musically is bad, and you should remember that. The next thing that is 100% facts is that every idol has the potential to be a soloist. Yes, this is yet another thing I've already talked about, but it's true. People always talk about how not every idol has the potential to go solo, or they'll pick a group and be like only this and this member are soloist material, and it just annoys me, because they don't analyze things properly, and look at the surface level of what they say. Now the reason why I say is that every idol can be a soloist, is because they just need to find out which type of solo songs work out for them. It could be a plain boring song that might be underwhelming to most people, it could be a super fun hard choreographed song, it could be a girl crush song, it could be a cute song, it could be a song focused more on rap, if they're a rapper, focused more on vocals, if they're a singer, focused more on dance, if they're a dancer, it could even be another genre, R&B, indie, ballad, trot, hip-hop, etc. They just need to explore different sounds and find one that fits them. They don't need to be soloists who have an outstanding or iconic song that is wow factor, they just need to have solo songs that work for them, and songs that are comfortable for them and their voices, and don't sound bad for them. Like for example, Nayeon's Happy Birthday to You and Chungha's Love Me Out Loud are perfect songs that fit them both. So anyone has the potential to be soloists, if they find the sound that fits them even if it's with a song that's just something super simple and plain. The next thing that is 100% facts is that not all groups need to be diverse. Not everyone has to be a Mamamoo or AG idol. Groups should just stick to one concept and shouldn't switch up, like Tempest with Dragon, trying to be Badass IDK, or Weekly with Ben Para, Girl Crush, when before they had a very bright upbeat sound, or Girls Alert with We Got the Power, Girl Crush, when before they had innocent cute songs. Not every group fits every concept and some members fit it more than the other. Companies should stick to one concept that works for the members, rather than switching it up randomly, or partaking in trends, the retro concept for example, when it might not fit all the members. They should just pick a concept that all members can do and do that concept, but at least make the songs sound different, and not the same. The only time a change of concept is okay, is when the idols are young, and they pull a Twice or 8pink or G-Friend, where they do cute sweet type concepts before or concepts that fit the young idols, until the time when they grow old, and they're too old to do the concept and they switch up to something more mature. But other than that, companies should keep the same concept that would fit all the members, and carefully think about what concept fits each member. The last thing that is 100% facts is that girl groups are not better than boy groups. Sure, it can be a personal preference where you like girl groups more or boy groups more, but from a person who has done proper analysis on both boys and girls in K-pop, both are equally as amazing as each other. How can girl groups be better than boy groups, when I checked and saw that both are amazing as someone who has a preference for girl groups more? How can girl groups be better when y'all only be looking at big budgeted groups? How can girl groups be better when there's so many groups that debut each year, and y'all only look at the known boy groups and girl groups and only at one side of K-pop, when y'all don't check up on smaller budgeted newjas? How can girl groups be better when if I were to ask you for proof as to why girl groups are better, you'll say the same tired bullshit about how boy groups are doing the same type of music, and girl groups are diverse or something, IDK, when that conclusion only came about because of your surface-level research and information. Take an assignment for example, if you're given a topic, and you had to write an assignment on it, you wouldn't just go to one website to search information and call it a day, right? You'd have to look through multiple sources to get your information right and correct. So it's the same in this scenario, you cannot just say that girl groups are better than boy groups, when the evidence you provide to prove why girl groups are better is just information that is incomplete and lacking. When you visit a restaurant and you try one dish and you don't like it and you call the restaurant bad by that, isn't that not correct? Because you've tried one dish out of many and you automatically think the whole restaurant is bad just by that one dish, which is actually dumb, because you're judging the whole restaurant by one dish. It's the same here, you cannot judge the whole of the boy groups in the K-pop industry just by looking at a small portion of boy groups. It's wrong, and it shows that you need to do some research.